you hear that? That's the sound of nothing. Except men crying. I am so in tune with the everything right now that I feel a lot of pain. Men's hearts are failing them. Just like in the book of some sort of Bible novel story that we were supposed to learn from. I think it was the book of Revelation. I think when people find out who the real Jesus is, shit starts hitting the fan. People start getting cray-cray. Lines are drawn. Battle sounds are made. Grunting. And then you realize, what are you fighting for? Nothing else matters. And you just let the one thing in your life that made sense, you let them go. And there's the truth. And there's the truth you're running from. And there's the truth that is so painful. So debilitating. That people literally run away from energies like this. Most people can't tolerate this level of pain because it's so fucking uncomfortable and unbearable that we will literally divorce your ass, pick up and move, find a new job, date someone else, something to just avoid the pain of World War III that you enact on your own. And so the good ones, the healthy ones, the thriving ones, the bubbly ones, the sexy ones, the fun ones, the smart ones, the intelligent ones, they pack up and leave. They're forced to. Someone recently told me that when I look in the camera like that, it's like I'm looking right at them. So, if this message resonates with you, let it resonate. Let it stew. Let it do what it gonna do, okay? If you like it, great. If you don't like it, great. But the pain and the heartache, it is not fair for anyone to feel ever in the history of ever. And I am starting to have this little problem, a little conundrum in my life. And you know what that conundrum is? I'm starting to have feelings for people. I like people again. I one time did, and then I hated them, and then now I like them again. And I'll tell you what, if you are going to turn on a girl's heart space, wake her the fuck up. And then abandon her ass. Oh. The pain will not be that person's pain to feel. That person already felt the pain. They already knew. They already knew that love was real and that you loved them. But had to hear on your lips how you don't. That person already suffered the sadness of 1,000 lifetimes. Now it's your turn. So you will be feeling that sadness until you deal with it, until you go to God, until you figure out your life choices. Because every empath on the planet that is being asked by the Holy Spirit to leave, pack up, move their things, get the fuck out of Dodge, that will be happening. Of course. We don't stay where we're not welcome. But if we're not welcome in your heart, then get us the fuck out of there. I dare you. If we're not welcome there, then stop thinking about us. Stop talking about us. Stop feeling like you're entitled somehow to innocent, gorgeous, empathic people on the fucking planet who are pure energy sources from the Most High God. Quit feeling entitled to something that isn't yours. Okay? Because the alternative is the Holy Spirit just comes down and like wrecks dead ass. Whatever they can do it, they can not. I don't know. All I know is stop thinking that you're going to lie to the truth tellers. Holding back feelings? Yeah, no, not gonna happen. Regret, remorse? Yeah, no, not gonna happen. You will be going to the people that you have hurt, either in spirit, in mind, in person, and apologizing. One way or another. Every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. And every last one of us is going to the Most High God. Eventually, that's where our souls originated from. Going back there, going back home. Where the fuck are you going? Wrong way, wrong direction. So when I sense even the slightest ounce of pain because you don't want to admit that you love someone and you're willing to let everything in your life crumble because of the truth that you don't want to admit, it's fine by me. I'm a wild child. I've done this a million times. I'll be out. I'll leave and never come back, never look back. I'll forget your fucking name. I'll forget that you even existed in a chapter in my book. But one thing you're not gonna fucking do is lie about how you either love God, took from the Holy Spirit, by the way, just to then go and abuse your gifts on someone that is just like you. Yeah? And I just think it's kind of crazy that so many people take from God. They take all those gifts, right? The gift of manifestation, the gift of gab, the gift of charm and charisma, the gift of political influence, the gift of money, the gift of whatever. You take these gifts from the Holy Spirit and then utilize those gifts like a fucking spiritual psychopath and hurt innocent people who really actually are not horrible people. And yet those are the ones kicked down. Those are the ones with nothing. And do not think for 2 seconds I won't blame the right person or the right politician or the right boyfriend. Don't think that people just get away in the new age with holding back those kind of lies. That kind of guilt, that kind of remorse, those kind of feelings that you have that you bury so deep you can't even send to God because that shit much. That kind of truth that one day is going to come out in the form of the loudest yell you've ever had and it speaks through your chest. Yeah? That kind of shit that creates worlds and you're scared it's going to create a dark world because it's been there for fucking eons. I get it. I get it. That maybe you have this feeling like you were supposed to do something different and you don't know how to fix it. Maybe there's nothing broken. Maybe the only thing broken is that you only have a one-track mind to see only 2 feet in front of you. You're not seeing from a higher perspective. It would have been nice for you to invest in a high priestess near you, because now you're surrounded by a lot of low priestesses near you. And wouldn't it have been nice for you to know that the shit you do doesn't get you caught up? But now you can't turn left or right and know which fucking way is right. Did you just see how like a third of this channel just left? There were so many people dropped like flies right now in my live stream. The truth shouldn't hurt. If it does, you're not living right. Bye. So, going forward, lines have already been drawn. Wars have already been won. Get in your own lane and tell yourself, are you on the losing side or are you on the winning side? Because the future's going to play out nonetheless. The future's going to fucking play out. No matter which thing happens. Maybe you stay enemies with your husband for the rest of eternity. Maybe there's a reality where you two are enemies and you hate each other and it's like, oh, why? Why go out like that? Why? When there was something so much more beautiful. And so a lot of you feel this urge to go back to how it was in the beginning, but then you don't realize that there's a gap. There's a little bit of a delay here. Where we're at down here in this frame of mind, in this lower dimension, shit takes time to get here. Sometimes It can be instant, but sometimes there's a little bit of delay, and you guys can't understand why in your heart you feel one thing for someone, but they show up in your reality so differently. The pain that it causes when you believe the 3D physical world. When they text you, I hate you, don't talk to me again. When they evict your ass. When they lie to you. That pain sits with them. And then what you feel eventually is their guilt as an empath. You feel it. Their shame. Their loneliness. And I'd like to sit here and tell you that I know what to do. I don't have any idea. I think that you're supposed to run from that. And I think that turning off empathy for one person, it's like something about it feels so wrong to me. When I know the reason that I'm trying not to feel empathy for someone, it's because I'm afraid that I'm going to see their humility. I'm going to see humanity in them. And maybe I don't want to fall in love. So I see them as an asshole, as a tyrant. Maybe it's so much easier to see them that way. But then there's so much hate in your heart, and then it's filled with all this like, fuck him. But then you ask, wait, why though? Why? Isn't he just a human? Like, can somebody tell me why we're doing this? And then you get that moment where you're like, I'm making this guy show up in my life, or this girl, whoever you're trying to manifest. I'm manifesting them, but man, I'm having them come in as a total barbaric asshole. And what if I never wanted them that way? What if that was never our goal? Your goal wasn't to bring in your person in a negative way. And my goal wasn't to do that either. It just happened. It's just like one day you wake up and you look at your partner and you're just like, who are you? It just happens. And you don't know why, and you don't know how to fix it. And it's like the more you go to God about it, the more God keeps trying to course correct, and you're scared to see that course correction a little bit. Because if you hate the guy and you push him away, you can't break your heart. It's 1,000 miles away. But you're already breaking your heart by hating somebody that you love. When you could just be instead saying, I forgive you. And living a life that actually is better. I believe that person can genuinely be different. You have to believe, and that's the thing. In order to believe and be saved from that heartache, you have to believe something like that. And that I don't know how. I wish I could tell you guys it's easy to believe stuff, but if you've seen a tyrant 2 feet in front of your face for a really long time, it doesn't get easy to just suddenly see them as like bubble popping, rainbow holding, unicorn farts sweetheart. You can't go like from that. Or can you? Can you? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be telling anybody anything. Because maybe you can go from seeing someone as a complete villain to changed overnight. Is it smart? I don't think so. I don't know. Sometimes it is, sometimes I don't think it is, guys. Sometimes I think you should run for the hills. But there's some times that I guess people really do change, and if they do. If you ever see somebody truly change, and a lot of you ask, like, but why would they want to, though? Why would they just drop it like that? Like, why? Well, first of all, if you keep going within and you keep praying and you keep saying things like, just guide my steps today, chances are your person that is on your mind quite frequently is also going to God and asking the same things as well in that same fucking day. And I've seen it. I've seen people that I talk to, we have the same exact sentence that we say the same day for different reasons, but it's like the same sentence. And I'm like, what the fuck? I just am seeing so much magic happening. I never want to go back to a normal life. I want magic everywhere. I want magic in all my spaces, honey. I want magic, okay? And I'm gonna get it. My life hasn't even begun yet. I'm 35. And like 10 months or something. I don't know. A long time. I don't know. I'm sure something like that. I don't know. I was born in April. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, I was born at 4:16 in the morning on April 16th. So 4:16 at 4:16. Yeah. And then my mom, she birthed me, and she didn't even get to hold me first. The doctor took me, swaddled me, and took me to the whole birthing floor and showed everybody how beautiful I was as a baby. And it's really weird because my mom told me that so many times as a kid, and I always wondered, like, wait, what does that mean? Like, why are you telling me this? Because my mom, sadly, she was under a lot of curses too when I was a kid, so she cursed me, but not before I was blessed. That doctor blessed me. It was like some sort of blessing ritual. It was like a ceremonial christening or something. And before my mom could do anything, I'd already been blessed by love. I'd already been showed off to all the moms, and everybody was like, oh, she's so beautiful. So that is a blessing, to be called beautiful, to be looked at in that way. So it was very interesting. I never knew why my mom would tell me that all the time. And now she's telling me, I learned now, because I'm a generational curse breaker. I break a ton of curses that my family has had for so long, especially in the mind. Well, primarily the mind. Especially with like bipolar, schizophrenia. My grandmother had manic depression. She had multiple personalities. And so they thought that it skipped a generation and it went to me. I mean, I don't know. I don't care really. I don't care. I don't care how many personalities I have. I don't care, because I love them all, because they're all fucking amazing. I don't care. Like, that's the cool thing about it, is once you love you, like, who gives a fuck what 8 billion people on the planet think? Who cares? You can die happy right now knowing that if in 5 minutes the only person that's ever loved you in the history of ever is you, then do it. Rebel. Love you. When everybody says you shouldn't. When everybody gives you a list of shit that they don't like. Here's why you shouldn't love yourself. Here's why you shouldn't talk to yourself. Here's why you shouldn't imagine shit. Schizophrenia much? Here's why you shouldn't just like date around. Here's why you shouldn't, like go on vacation and be a free bird. Here's why you shouldn't, create and produce your own music. Here's why you shouldn't do this. And the fuck, society is fucked. And you should not be using society as a measure by which you standardize measurements. It's horrible. Society is a horrible joke. It was created by the masses, for the masses, to control the masses and convince the masses that it's not the masses. Them asses. Am I right? Don't answer that. I'm always right. I have a soapbox of 12 people because I'm always right. Clearly. And I think all 12 are birds. And you guys are probably just bots, chat bots. I don't even care. I enjoy talking to myself, so I'm fine with it. But what I'm trying to say is the emotion that so many empaths feel is what guides them to go heal somebody. And I'm starting to feel this sense of empathy because my heart chakra is opening, because someone is coming into my life. I don't know, actually. I don't know that yet. So, point is, my heart. Oh, and I feel too much bullshit in it. It's because I'm around someone that lives in bullshit lying. Like, fucking admit your feelings, bro. And admit that you're sorry. And that maybe you are on the wrong path. And you want to get on the right path. And it's really not that hard. You can. You can skip to my darling, and get right into the fucking front of the line if you wanted to, prodigal son, but so many of you don't. And then you wonder why people like me have to run from your ass. We run from your ass because you run from your ass because you run from everything. Right. So, if you can't handle truth, leave. If you can handle truth, leave too. I don't care. I'm noticing now that it's like an I don't give a fuck kind of day. And a lot of you are wondering, like, what the fuck is this though? I just scrolled up and like, who is this bitch? I don't know. I have multiple personalities, I think. I don't fucking know who I am. All I know is I'm pretty sure all of me agrees that justice should be served. Pretty sure that every one of the fractured parts of my mind, the Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek, the British Jenna that nobody knows where the fuck she originated from, the sad, crying, moping me that is so fucking in her feels all the time that she literally just wants to be a cloud of rain. And you know what? Every last beautiful, sacred, gorgeous goddesses that I just mentioned deserve to have my love unconditionally. Period. That's an end of story. Don't care if I'm bipolar. Don't care if it's schizophrenia. Don't care if it's a mental disorder. Every little part of me deserves to be fucking loved. And so I will love me if others cannot. So what I will do is I will feel empathically the bullshit that you're carrying around because you don't want to admit that you love somebody as wacky tobacky as me. So, go ahead then, convince yourself that you're not into magic, and your whole life isn't magic, and that it hasn't been magic forever and you've been aware of it. So go ahead and lie to yourself, and then bring in shallow-minded minnows, because this barracuda wants to dive deeper. So, I will love me even when you cannot. And if you don't like that, well, I don't care. I don't have anything that rhymes with fuck off. So, I will not be empathically tuning in to anybody's bullshit anymore and healing you for free. My ass gets freaking debilitated for 3 days. Bedridden for 3 days, can't do shit because I'm out here taking your toxic sludge for free. And I don't even get credit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I have literally compared myself to Cinder fucking Ella this week with a mouse in my room in a fucking attic. So, yes, I'm a bit theatrical, sure. Am I a bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Sure. But life is fun this way, and I would much prefer use this derangement to my benefit. You've already called me every name in the book. People have already tried to tell me that I'm something I'm not. And so false accusations are often met with cruel and unusual punishment from the universe, and I don't have to do a damn thing but sit here right here on my pleasantly plump rump talking to you. That's literally all I have to do. I keep my hands clean and I let the universe sort that karma out and slap that ass, because I'm not doing it. Not my job. My job is to smoke marijuana, get high, have fun with my friends, talk about how God loves us so much that we can create money out of thin air, change our mind and our concept about love, about healing, about boundaries, about what is capable with the human mind. I would rather talk to some open-minded, opinionated, but yet kind barracudas. You want to talk to minnows? You go talk to minnows. But I got better shit to do, and it's like write a shock. I might write a fucking shock this week. So I'm over it. I'm over feeling someone's fucking blocked heart chakra. Your blocked heart chakra. Because you're fucking lying to yourself, bro. You're fucking lying to yourself. You go 100 miles an hour in that direction, persecuting your own people, hurting your own people, gossiping about your own people, sending deliberate attacks in your head towards them, your own people, the ones that you love. The one that you love, you send hate to, and don't even tell me, ladies, that most of you in here are not the type to sit there in a fucking pick a card reading or something and talk about in the comment section, fuck that asshole, I don't want that guy. Why are you here then? Why did you listen and hear that person's voice, that person's name, that person's anything? Unless you want him, the universe assumes you want him, hunty. You imagine him. Because you say his name. You bring him up in conversation. And then when you watch a tarot card reading, you actually think of him. So, guess what the universe is listening to you say? Him. Oh my God. Him. So when you don't get to have the manifestation of him coming in like a fucking king, it's because you're actually producing, the universe to produce for you a version of him that is a total dirtbag because of the hate you have towards him. But yet you're still thinking, him, hate, him. It's cyclically coming back as this man being a douche canoe to you. Now, imagine if you were giving love to that same person. Yes, you would have to see them differently. Yes, sure, that's tough. And I would never condone abuse. I would say, get the fuck out of Dodge. And from 70,000 miles away, then think about them differently. That's what I would say. And proof is in the pudding, because one time when I got kicked out and I was made homeless the same night by my ex-boyfriend, I put my money where my mouth was, and I actually paid for an Airbnb I'm not taking abuse. I didn't go back to that jackass. I'm not the type to sit here and tell you how to do it and not fucking do it. I don't ask you to do shit that I don't do. So, in this instance, you need to start realizing your worth and what you fucking deserve. And I would highly suggest getting away from any abusive asshole. Mind, body, soul, and spirit, honey. Okay? I would suggest getting away from abusive, toxic, distorted masculines or feminines. Yeah? And then, when you're in safety, then try to change what you see in that person. Then try to see, okay, maybe he's going to apologize. And then visualize what an apology would be. If you still want that person. And a lot of people do. A lot of my clients are trying to get their exes back. This is what pisses me the fuck off so bad. And Sammy Ingram, the same thing. She's a manifestation coach. And she will go fucking off on the stupid manifestation community that fucking gets it twisted. And somehow, people are never allowed to want to manifest their ex back. If you ask that shit out loud, like, okay, but I really want my ex back, people just like look at you like you're fucking insane. And if you're trying to manifest an ex back, people are just mirroring back to you the way that you think it's crazy, the way that you think it's wrong. They're just mirroring back to you the fact that you don't want your person truly because they haven't changed yet, because you haven't seen them changed yet. Start seeing them change, and then you can have your ex back. It's a new version of them anyway. But start seeing them changed. Start seeing you changed. Otherwise, there's just no point in wanting your ex back, because it's just hate, 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 hate. Thought, 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 thought. Obsession, obsession. Hatred, hatred. Obsession, obsession. That's not okay. If you want obsession, obsess about someone that is in love with you. Obsess about something that feeds your heart space, that gives you clarity. Feed the version of them that comes in and shocks everybody. And this is one thing you can do to get your ex back. Imagine them actually saying something to you and everyone else around you guys saying like, whoa, I can't believe that happened. He just apologized, or she just proposed, or so it pisses me off though, as a manifestation coach, when so many people are like trying to fucking put their nose where it doesn't belong. It does not belong in somebody's fucking marriage. If that client comes to me and wants to get their ex back, wants to fix their marriage, I will be the most supportive person on the fucking planet. If at any time I sense that there's something really, really toxic going on and you and I discuss it and I'm like, girl, you need to get out of this situation. Not wait there and try to manifest this different version of him. I think this is like bad. I'll gladly tell you to leave too. Shit, I am on the side of God. I work for the Most High God. I don't work for you. I don't work for your boyfriend. I work for God. And so when I get a message from the Holy Spirit and it's like, listen, run, honey. Run, honey. Run, honey. Run 5 years ago from this loser asshole. Right? I will gladly tell you that. And I will gladly relay that shit in a way that anybody can understand. And that's cool with me. But the rest of you that do want to manifest your ex, like, I get it. I mean, I don't know. I used to. Right? God, I think we glorify. I don't know. Maybe we really do love our exes. Fuck. Maybe that's what it is. And maybe, unfortunately, see, what happens is you bring in the version of them that lies because you're a liar. So you bring in a liar. Yeah, you magnetize what you are. So what if you're lying about the fact that, wow, like you still love your ex and you didn't know it maybe. And then all of a sudden, as soon as you like say it and you release it, you're like, oh my God, but that's the truth. Oh, fuck, that's the truth. And it shall set you free. But bitch, it hurts. It hurts. Man, that shit hurts physically. It feels like bullets in the fucking chest cavity. Fuck, like admitting when everybody tells you opposite, everybody tells you the opposite. Run, what an asshole, because you built it. I'm sorry, but we did. We unconsciously built that reality. That version of them that comes in as a total shithead. We did. We didn't know we were doing it. We did it unconsciously. We didn't ask for it. But we inadvertently created them to be a total tyrant, dictator, ass face. Yeah. We did. Question is, how many of us want to claim it, accept it, and then bring in a totally different version of that same person? Ugh. Who's got time for that? But like, my God, what if the pain is so bad and it's like you have to, because you cannot stand to see another person on the planet crying or moping or like so sad, because you're a healer and an empath and you just want to be like, okay, talk to me, fine, what? And you hear this person say, are you in love with me? Fuck. And then, Jesus. And then it hurts. And then it's still gonna hurt. And then it always hurts. Unless maybe your admission is their admission. And you can finally remove the fucking pain. The big, huge log in your chest, you can finally remove it and be like, okay, here it is. It's, I love you, and I'm sorry, and I don't want to hurt you, and I don't want more, and I love you, and I'm going to move on, and I'm going to wish you the best, and I hope that you have beautiful things in your life. to see so, and like where why do we do this? What kind of threshold is there between I hate the guy and oh my god, I just want to see him as like cute and cuddly and hug him and hold him and oh my god. Where is the line? And why do I keep crossing it? It's not funny. Because I just got a fucking tarot reading thing that says this tycoon, oh my god, it says this tycoon has deeper feelings for you. I swear to God, I swear to everything holy right now, a message just popped up on my screen from a tarot reader, and it says this tycoon has deeper feelings for you. You see what I'm fucking saying? I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over feelings. I'm over love, gushy love. Oh, Jesus. No, I fucking hate it. Ugh. Ew. All of it. Tycoon or not tycoon. I fucking like it. And it's like it's Truth Serum Day, guys. I gave the message yesterday about it being Truth Serum Day. I can't help it. Everybody gets Truth Serum today, my love. Look under your chair. You get Truth Serum. We all get it. We all get Truth Serum. Oh my god. My Truth Serum. Oh no. Fuck. My Truth Serum is that. Oh! No. No. No, no, no. If it sets you free, does it set you free? Somebody tell me. My Truth Serum is that I still love the man that's evicting me. Fuck! That's not good. That's not good. You should really hate people like that. You should hate assholes like that, right? Oh god, see what it is he's so, oh no, is it the devil? I don't know. Is it the devil? I feel like it is. I don't know if it's the devil or God, but either way, I had to admit it. There. Okay, I did. Does anybody hate me? Or am I allowed to say that? Okay, am I allowed to say that I may love two men? Oh my god, I can say that. I'm allowed, right? I can say it without screwing anything up, right? Oh shit. I have feelings for two people, I think. I don't know. I don't think they'll, nah, I don't know. Anyway, I just don't want to be a liar, so I'm done lying. I'm done lying, I think, about my feelings. I think so, I don't know, but anyway, I woke up today feeling this sort of like, oh my god, like a lot of feelings and stuff, a lot of like energy around me and stuff, and I try to boot this energy out, and I do, and I want to, but it's like, why is he on my mind all the time? I wish he would have yelled at me when I told him that I got pot. And I snuck it into the house. And I was like, I felt so bad. He was taking me to learn some stuff for my driving test. And so when I was out with him, he was driving and he's like, just kind of looking nice and peaceful and like he won't bite my head off. So I said, I have something to tell you. I was like, I went on the bus today and it was like a 4-hour trip, but I have pot. He like looked at me and he's like, oh, okay. Wow, well, you're an adult. Like, congratulations. And I was like, yeah, well, it's in your house. And he's like, okay, just don't smoke it inside. He's like, I don't let anybody else have weed inside, so you can't either. Oh, okay. So, I mean, I have it inside, I just can't smoke it inside. That's basically what he said. But I can't get over how nice he was about it. I was like, pot though, weed that I bought at the dispensary, it's legal, but still, I mean, I was like, I should tell you because, you know, I'm under your roof and I respect your rules and policies and your strange demeanor and your cruel and unusual punishments that I suppose I never asked for and I don't deserve to ever face again. Like being abandoned in a fucking parking lot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that shit happened. Oh yeah. That shit fucking happened to me. By the man that's evicting me. It wasn't just a simple abandoning. Oh no, let me tell you this story. Let me tell you. I get a text or a phone call from him. And we had just kissed. At a bonfire on Friday night. So I said, okay, all right, well, I'm gonna hear this guy out. So he asked me to breakfast and I was like, oh, we're gonna talk about things. Just know it. And I get to breakfast and it's going pretty okay, smooth and everything. The waitress is super nice and kind and friendly and then all of a sudden he put on his sunglasses in the middle of a busy restaurant at like 9 in the morning. And he starts calling me a weak bitch. Right in front of everybody. Men, children, old ladies. Yeah. And that wasn't even the worst part. No, that wasn't the worst. We finally left, walked out, and he went first, but somehow I ended up ahead of him. So I think I like speed walked past him to the car. But then I get there, and I was waiting there for a half hour. Until all of a sudden, as I was sitting on the curb next to the tire, making sure I didn't lose my ride, I all of a sudden get up and I go to knock on the window and look through the window and I see his ex-girlfriend getting in the car. Just her alone. That's all I saw was her. And I was like, okay, can you unlock the door? I mean, this isn't ideal, but I'll ride with you. Unlock the door. His child's mother. Okay, unlock the door. I gotta get home. And she's like, no. Get an Uber. I don't even fucking know where I am. What? Yeah, he told me to come get the car. So I am. Bye. Slams it in reverse and just fucking leaves. Me in the fucking parking lot. In BFE. By myself. It was really kind of ridiculous for them to assume that I could afford a fucking Uber from clear out in bumfuck Egypt where I was. So anyway, people are on the stream that I was on and they were like, I think that's illegal. That's a crime. And I was like, I think so. This is abandonment, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, I call the police and they're arguing with me the whole time about like, this isn't a crime. There's nothing we can do. And I literally talked to a sergeant and I was like, okay, Sarge, can I please talk to somebody higher up? And he's like, I am the higher up. Okay. I would like a sheriff. I would like someone with a badge here so I can file a report about how this is bullshit. And he's like, ma'am, I can offer you a ride. Can I do that for you? Okay, yes please. My tax dollars going to something productive, thank you. Okay. So then he hangs up the phone and before he told me, he was like, I'm gonna send somebody out. Just sit tight. Okay, fine. I'm mad though, man. I'm mad. fucking pissed. Wouldn't you be? Wouldn't you be? Just got invited to a breakfast date with a man that proposed to you and fell in love with you and you loved him and shared every moment like of bliss together in the last several months. Wouldn't you be excited too? To go to breakfast with him? And then just to find out it was a humiliation prank or it was some sort of humiliation ritual to get me back and to hurt me, I think, for kissing a man that, well, is single, but is he? I don't know. So, there was instant backlash for that punishment. Spell work is spell work, and I know witchcraft a little too often, too clearly to ever see it as anything less than bitchcraft. I know what it is. I've seen it. I've seen witches and bitches. And I'm not afraid anymore to go up against either, so I'll see you in court. I'll go to court easily. But man, wouldn't it be just so lovely to instead love the man in your bed, forgive the man in your head, and to maybe choose peace, not war, instead? Sometimes I think I sacrifice a lot to have freedom, I guess. I sacrifice my future to clear out gunk in the past, I guess. I risk my future and I end up hurting people. Because the past is loud and the past has to be sorted. And the past has so much pain, and it's like as an empath, it's both a curse and a blessing. It's fucking a curse. It's a curse because you have to feel people's pain. And it feels like being summoned. It feels like being summoned into some sort of like death cult. Where you know your heart is just going to be shattered. You know it's going to happen. In the same way Jesus knew Judas was going to betray him, you just know it's going to happen. And you know that your heart is going to get broken. Because you have that assumption. Because you've built that assumption that your boyfriend or your husband or your sister or your mom or your boss is going to hurt you in some way. And because you assume that they can, they do, they show up like that. Unfortunately, that's how it is when you manifest. And so there's like all this pain. And I feel it, and I can't stop feeling it. And it's not my pain. But like I want to take it away. It's like this innate urge, this itch that I can't scratch and I can't ever stop healing and I can't ever stop fixing. It's like literally the most natural feeling. Like, I'm a healer, sign me up, coach, let me take it. Let me take the pain for you. And it's like, I wish I could get free and not have to do that. I wish the pain would just stop. I wish pain would go away. And in my head, if I feel somebody's in pain and I can feel it so strongly and I feel like they're summoning me into their life, I'll just go. I just sign up for it. Even though I know it's going to hurt, I know I'm going to have to learn lessons and guide them out of something, but I do it. And I always end up losing something good from the future to have seemingly something good in the present moment. Because the pain, at least I know I'm relieving it. And sometimes there's this feeling like You need to be needed and want to be wanted, and it's the worst feeling in the world because it's toxic, I think. But like there's that dynamic of you're a healer and everyone's in pain. It would be the equivalent of finding a protector and everybody's susceptible to harm. It's like it's this innate urge. You just have to do it. And it's like with me with being a healer, it's like I fucking have to do something. I have to be around you, I have to call you, I have to talk to you, I have to do something to ease your pain. And I'm kind of scared to do that with my ex. Because I can tell he feels guilt and remorse and shit. And it's hurting me and I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain over it. And I don't want to end up liking him again. I don't want to see him as a human. I'd rather see him as a beast. But no, I don't. Because I truly do care about him and love him. And I don't want anybody to be seen as a beast. Especially when you can see what happened. When I got here, I just saw everything deteriorate. I saw magic, and most people would think I'm insane for saying something like that because it's not logical and it won't stand up in court, but I saw intentions and motives and feelings of inferiority and feelings of superiority, and I felt love and I felt ups and downs, and then I literally saw magic take place in live time. It's hard to hate somebody when you know that they were tricked by the devil. And I sometimes hate how forgiving I am. And always, I'm so stupid. I'm a stupid, naive girl when I have a heart open. And this is why I kept it closed for so long on purpose. I feel this like, if I don't say this, if I don't transmute this, we all suffer. Like we're all in hell. We're all in this cursed castle with the Beauty and the Beast, and everybody is stuck with the Beast because the Beauty can't see him differently. So everybody gets the Beast. Everybody here gets kicked out. Everybody here is suffering and sad, and everybody feels like they're in a prison here because we're all with a Beast, because I will not change the way that I see him. Because it's hard for me to remember the last good time that we had. There was definitely more bad times than good. And that's why I ended things in the first place. That's why I pulled my energy back in the first place. I had been distancing myself from him. And then there was a bonfire on Friday night, and that moment that all the asshole-ish things somebody does doesn't negate the fact that you still love them. And you wish it did. You wish it did. You wish you weren't stupid. You wish you weren't dumb, and that you were going to jump right out of the frying pan and into the fire. All because your heart is magnetized to someone's pain like a fucking magnet. And it's like, if I'm not there to comfort that, console that, this planet might just fucking combust. Because that person, that man, in that much pain, will do some bad, bad things. A man in power with that much anger hatred, vile energy, and he gets a podium, or he'll get office or something, and this is just your local pastor or your local school principal, superintendent or something. But there's so much anger, so much hatred in their heart that they're about to go and lead millions. They could sway the public opinion of millions of people, and there's so much hatred in their heart. It's so vile. So women like me try to intercept and activate them and make them see love before they get to be a tyrant, before they get to lead people astray, before they get to lead thousands and millions of people. The moment that a woman like me loves a beast is the moment that the beast stops being the beast. Stop saying he's a beast. I think if I stop seeing my ex as a beast, he'll stop showing up as a beast. I see now what I do for love. I do for a lot of people, not just myself. I love a lot of people that are angry and bitter, very powerful, masochistic sometimes, abusive at best, psychopathic at worst. And I do it maybe because deep down I know that that person will hurt a lot of people if they don't have God in their life first. If they don't have love leading them, then I think as a planet we're all fucked. So sometimes at rock bottom, I meet a powerful man, like the man I live with. And he's beautiful. And I see him as beautiful. And then I just get hurt because I see him as beautiful. Because the whole society told me to see him as ugly. Everybody told me to see him as a beast. He even told me to see me as a beast. He said to me, I'm just going to hurt you. I am the beast. So to see that and have him at one point in our relationship look me dead in the eye and say, I don't love you. I do not love you. I'm not in love with you. And just know that you're forced to decide which one's the lie. Because both came out of the same man's mouth. I love you, and I don't love you. And so there's no other choice but to pick one that is true to you. Because both came out of the same mouth. Either that person hates your guts and never wants you, and I just refuse to believe that. Or you're delusional like me, and you live in this fantasy land of so-and-so is really, really, they love me, they care about me, they want to talk to me. You can live there. But there's pain. There's pain because you have every single person, place, thing, entity, corporation, website, government, agency, news network, everything telling you, religion, religious book, everyone telling you, don't love that guy. Don't love that woman. Oh, really? Don't sit there with her. What? No. If you talk to that guy, like, we can't be friends. And if you want that girl, then ew. Like, what the fuck? All these fucking rules and regulations. Bitch, I'll hang out with whoever the fuck I want to hang out with. I'll love whoever the hell I want to love. I am the one that gets to make the decision and whom I love and spend my life with. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of being truly fucking liberated and truly free in your own self, is you get to make the decisions. Not your mom, not a pastor, not a book. Not any God outside of you. You get to make the decision. You are God, and you get to determine what happens in your reality. And so if anybody has any issue with what I do or how I lead my life, I get it. You should unsubscribe because I don't want you. If your intuition is telling you to run from me, I would like you to run from me. No, really, I mean that. Because I'm a girl that sometimes goes back to her past. Because there's pain there. And I'm a healer. And I have a higher cause and a higher purpose and shit like this. And it doesn't always just end with, oh, Jenna's moving on. She's so happy. She's so happy. I would really like to encourage you to, in a head scratcher, think about the last time I was genuinely happy. Right. Right. So how can one be in heaven knowing that hell exists? Right. Exactly. And if I can feel that hell exists and there's this tug on my heart space and it is not going away, and I can't run from it and I can't escape it, I don't know what else to do but take some time and go to God and figure out what to do with this. There's one of two things that can happen. I can just immediately transmute it for somebody that doesn't deserve my transmutation, or I can wait for that person to come to me and be like, okay, I do want this pain removed. Fine, you can have the pain removed, but you're coming to me to do so. I am not going to you to do so anymore. I only heal those that are ready to be healed. I only talk to those ready to be talked to. I only give messages to those with ears to hear. That's it. I respect my craft. I know what I do. My job is important to me. This shit is sacred. I take this shit sacred. So if you have a problem with it, because you didn't take your path sacred, and you didn't do your North Node, and you're not on your life purpose, that is a you problem. That is not a me problem. Many are called, few are chosen, right? Did you answer the call? If not, get it right or get it wrong. I don't care. It's not my responsibility to get you onto your path. That is your responsibility. So a lot of you are angry because now you don't resonate with my messages, or you have to unsubscribe, or you're angry. I get that. But you're going to have to go within and figure out why you're this angry. Why is someone else just living their path and doing the things that they want to do makes you this angry? My lifestyle should not be making you angry. Your lifestyle should be making you angry. And it is. I think you're just starting to see that it's your lifestyle that's the problem. It's not me. It's that you stay trapped. You're the one not fighting for something that's important. And that anger and that sadness, that's on you. That's on you. And I push it away. And a lot of empaths like me push it away because it's not ours. We get to that point where we feel it. We feel your pain. We feel that we could transmute it so easily, but that we shouldn't. Why should we? What have you given us lately? What have you shown any empath, any sweetheart that has tried and bent over backwards to rescue you from yourself? What have you done lately? I'll wait. Right. So when you're feeling that pain and you have no one to turn to, go to God. Go within. Go within, stop going without. Go within, figure out your shit. And then when you want to admit that you're in love with God and God's people, then you can call me. Period. Because that's how God works. You're done persecuting me and God's people. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. That heart pain, that's yours. It's your guilt. It's your guilt because the blood of the saints are on your hands. It's your guilt. It's your remorse. And if you don't take that shit to God, empty your heart of all pain, then people like me will run the fuck away from you. Because we don't want to feel that pain. We don't deserve that pain. We already dealt dealt with ours, healed ours. We don't want to do that for you because we actually keep getting shit karma when we heal as healers, people that don't deserve it. We keep getting shit karma, kicked down to nothing, and then literally kicked when we're down. These divine empaths, these healers, these starseeds, these beautiful people who are literally rock fucking bottom, because they have no one protecting them. They have no money, they have no security, no sense of stability. And then the one time they come across a king that could do something, like an actual divine masculine with like actual resources, actual heart, actual love and compassion and ideas and inventions and future plans to help heal so many people, to protect so many people, to come up with fucking ways of like bettering humanity. And then you just, what, drop the ball? Yeah. Even the train agrees with you that you dropped the ball. Sad. So sad. Because so many of you fail to see. You fail to see the good that used to exist in you. It used to exist. It used to be there. I don't know lately. Tyrants and dictators that follow me and watch me and stalk me and sit there with fucking secret eyes. Incognito, but yet, I'm psychic and see your name plastered in my fucking forehead. I feel your energy signature everywhere. I feel your heart pain everywhere. I see spirit literally show me your name in my forehead all the time. So yet incognito, but yet not, because I'm a fucking psychic. And it pisses me off. So many of you with heart chakra blockages, you come to me and you're like, okay, so it's like, take my pain, but, and I'm waiting for you to say, but, nothing. I give my life to God. I'll give my life to love. I'll work for love now. I will work for healing. I will work for the collective. I will work so other people, I will change my life so that God can use my story and my testimony and my changed heart, and God will lead people back home because of me. The prodigal son that rises up and does something that fucking matters, becomes something that fucking matters. But you won't, will you? You won't, will you? Because the spiritual stuff scares you. Because you can't understand it because you live in Logicville. Well, Logicville is not going to manifest cool, crazy shit for you. You're not going to be a multimillionaire making $10 an hour, are you? Well, I just don't think the calculations are right. Now, if you can live through the state of miracles happen to me every fucking day, it'd be nothing for you to win the lottery. Be nothing for you to find money outside in a Target parking lot. But you don't live in magic, do you? You're scared to admit you want magic. Love, passion, happiness, joy, to cause a stir in the world. You know you want to. You know that shit in this world is backwards and broken. And you know you want to cause a scene. You know you fucking do. You're causing all the wrong scenes because you don't have love in your heart first. You don't have a cause. You're a rebel without a cause. That shit is whack, man. A rebel without a fucking cause. You exert so much energy in a million fucking things that aren't even for you. And will never bear fruit. And will never come to fruition. And will never line your bank account with anything. But yet, you keep 100% of the time putting in that blood, sweat, and tears into a fucking project or something, someone, some event, some party, some project, something that does not bear fruit. And then you wonder why your life is not changing. Well, I'll tell you why, because you haven't gone to God. You haven't said out loud that your life is in the Most High God's hands. So women like me are going to tell you to fuck off and rot in hell, because I don't care. You don't want to go to God. I don't want to go to you. And I won't. But the pain that you feel, that is yours. You are now dealing with that. The whole planet will now be dealing with that, because the empaths and the sweet ones are not about to make themselves the sacrificial lamb anymore. That's your pain. You fucking handle it. Your sadness. That's your regret. That's your fuck up. That's on you. You let divine union go to waste. You let your bank account go. You let yourself become a tyrant. You let this happen and that happen. I don't care what it is. You did it in your life. And it is your pain to feel. It is not the job of every empath you know to take on your pain for free anymore. It's not. And you're seeing across the planet more and more empaths draw boundaries, divorce your ass, ghost you, rise up, power of the puss puss movement, yeah? Power of the puss puss 2024. Get that shit on a t-shirt and sell it, because I want more. Because I'm thinking of my bank account. Which is really ironic, considering that as a woman who is about to be a taken woman, I was thinking about somebody else's bank account and growing that one as well. But I'll be damned, quite literally, if there is any recognition for caring about a man and his resources as much as I have, to be then just kicked down to size and cast out like I was not the fucking goddess I was. So, a lot of women like me are realizing that there is so much power in taking back your power. Not my heartbreak. You go do stupid shit with your bad luck that you keep getting. Go, shoo now. Go somewhere. Go get bad karma that you are owed for coming against God and God's people. Innocent people who just want to worship how they want to worship. They want to love who they want to love. Innocent people who are not hurting other people, just literally loving others. Trying to help humanity with love. Share love. Break for turtles. Help old ladies cross the fucking street, and you as a tyrant going against your own people. Not really. You really go up against beautiful, innocent people when you judge them for shit like, oh, God, I wish that person wouldn't talk so much truth, or I wish they dressed differently, or I like them, but, like, why can't I be like them? And it's always a competition for you. Calm it with the competition. Fucking love yourself as you are. Because you will be listening one way or another. God has a way of speaking to you. And a lot of you, it's at 3 a.m. witching hour every fucking night when you're trying to get sleep so you can do a great job at work in the next day. Or God will sometimes talk to your ass by giving you COVID for a week and having your ass in bed literally wishing that you were dead. Like me, a couple weeks ago. God will be doing what God does best. You don't listen to me? Totally cool. Do you want to listen to the next messenger? Sure. If not, great. God will keep fucking knocking. You are done hurting innocent people that you're actually in love with, or that you actually feel something for. This whole planet's done with that. You will be admitting who you love. The power is getting too strong. The magnetism, it's getting too intense. Hearts are being connected through ethers, through digital media, through all of it. Like, it's happening. You can no longer deny what you love. You can't deny that you're in love with God. You can't deny it. You took the gifts from the Holy Spirit, and how did you utilize them? You hurt your own people. Tyrants, bullies, dictators, fallen angels, I'm talking to you. I don't give a shit if you're a starseed. I don't care where the fuck you came from. I don't give a fuck where you came from. I care about where you're going. So listen, I'm talking to every single fucking species and race and ethnicity and everything. I don't care where you're from. You will be having love in your heart to where you're going next. You will be loving people. You will be loving people. You will be healing humanity. This is the new age. This is the age of Aquarius. You will be rebuilding. You will take care of other people's hearts. You will care and you will have empathy and you will have compassion. Whether you approve of this message or not, I do. And so if you want to unsubscribe, please do so, because the message is coming forward, going this forward into the future, are going to be really loud and really menacing, and it will be just like this, demanding that you let my people go. In the same way that in the book of Exodus, Moses was telling Pharaoh, basically, you don't fucking let these people go. The crazy-ish that God will do to correct your ass. And you already know God's real, so I think it'll be really kind of, whatever, comical. You already know shit's real, like the other side. Spirits, angels, demons, all that. I'm not talking to muggles. I'm not talking to normies. I'm talking to people who believe in magic. I think that shit will be really, really, would be fun to watch, but I got better shit to do than watch your ass be haunted by spirits in your house, because that shit's karma for making fun of a psychic. The universe would do shit like that. Come on. Making fun of somebody's body size and suddenly you've gained 50 pounds and you can't lose it. That shit is karma and that shit is hilarious. I'm here for it. I am here for the way that the universe shows karma. They want to show me? They can. They don't want to? They don't have to. I don't care. I got better shit to do. Karma will be happening. You are done hurting innocent people. You are just done going up against your own people. Warriors, they fight for love. Earth angels, they came here to love others. They came here to be humanitarianism. Be humanitarians. They wanted to do this during the New Age. They wanted to be here to promote justice and fairness, and you are not going to oppose that. Not without consequences. And the consequences are your own, and the consequences happen exactly as the universe wills it, and it's certainly not any of these beautiful empaths' fault that you deal with demons. Stop dealing with demons. Fix your own fucking life. Stop showing up at our heart doorstop expecting some free service. Let me hold you. Let's have sex. I'll heal and transmute your wounds that way. Let me rub your back. Let me draw a bath. No. If you want that, you change. You become a different person. Because otherwise, there's nothing for an empath like me to even associate ourselves with. Tyranny, a dictator, wannabe warlock in training to fucking go hex the entire planet in 5 years when he runs for office. No, thank you. I'm saving whatever shithole town you would be mayor of, and I feel really good doing that. Honestly, I do. So if you want to go to war, we can go to war. Because I really feel this conviction in my soul that I'm fighting for the right side. So I think I'm going to be pretty strong. But I don't want war. I really don't. I would rather admit to ourselves that we love each other. I'd rather sit in a kumbaya style bonfire singing with a whole bunch of cool friends, hippie gypsy style, with some weed in our hand and a banjo leading the way, channeling some hella high angelic forces, enjoying life with you. One of us has to drop our pride and swallow our ego. I think I'd like to be the first, because I can't live like this anymore. My heart hurts really, 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 really bad because I've been betrayed with a man that I love. And I'm scared that I still see him as a man worth loving. but everybody tells me not to. Everybody says it's so bad, and I agree, it kind of is. Because he's a beast. But he's not really. Other people see him as the beast, but I don't have to see him as the beast. And trust me, when I say people see him as the beast. It's not just me anymore. It's a whole bunch of people that see this guy as the legit Antichrist. Well, that's the truth. People see this man that I once loved as kind of a tyrannical bully. Not just me. And so, I just don't want to see him like that anymore. I don't want to see anybody like that anymore. I literally want to see every politician just be so happy and in love and say like, we're going to do this, guys. We're going to fix this. I want to see every single influencer on the internet be like, I really want to share my story because I want to help people. And I just want to see fucking humanitarianism go insane in the membrane and get so viral that everyone is fucking healing everyone. And if I have to go back, I swear to God, if I have to go back to hell on earth to cut cords between me and somebody else that has been summoning me for lifetimes, I will do so. Go back to the shittiest, lowest point of my life, sit there and look at the devil and be like, I'm cutting cords with you, and snip energy cords between us. I will do so. I will go right to hell to free myself. Gladly. I'm gladly going to your hell. Because I need to cut cords with you down here. Yeah. And I needed to get summoned. I needed to be brought in. I needed to be made aware of what was happening to my energy. What was happening to me. What I saw was a spiritual crime. Might not be a physical, legal crime. I don't know. I don't know the law. But what has been happening spiritually, I know is wrong. And so that shit will be dealt with by higher forces than myself. My suggestion would be to stop hurting God and God's people, innocent people. Let them go free, really, truly, in the same way that Moses begged Pharaoh, please, listen to me, man. The plagues, the drought, the famine, you're not gonna like it. You and your men, you and your buddies, you and your knights and their steeds, you and your fake ass warrior coven that you think you got. Oh man, you're literally casting more spells on yourself. I guess this is more of a warning and a plea to stop than anything, because you're hurting yourself. I remember the kindness of this man that brought me into his home, like maybe 2 months ago. He loved me, and I loved him. And we were very much romantically involved, and we very much loved each other. I would like to say that. I would like to think that. And so maybe that will make it easier as I go to court over an eviction notice I received a few days ago. So maybe if I can just remind myself this man once loved me, it won't hurt so bad when he betrays me. I'm not sure. But it does feel like utter betrayal, and it's okay. It's okay, because I have a feeling he would not agree that it's betrayal. But I'm afraid I don't care what he agrees with. I care with what God agrees with. I'm on that side. So if God says that it's unfair and it's a crime spiritually, then there's a spiritual prison for men like that. Even if I love him. Even if I love him. I'll leave. I'll have to. Because God will be course correcting a man that I love too much to witness his karma. I don't want to see that. No one wants to see pain. I don't want to see pain of anybody. So I'm now noticing that God is guiding my steps. And I can't go forward without sometimes taking 2 steps backwards. And I'm sorry. I know I hurt people. And I know that I know that literally my ability to heal people and feel empathically that people are suffering is legit hurting loved ones of mine because they want me in the future. I'm not living in the past, but the past still calls to me. I'm sorry. The past is still there. The past still exists. It's not really the past. It's the present moment all the time. It's always the present moment. And things happen in my present moment and make my heart feel a certain way. And I cannot help that fact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here on my rump talking to myself until shit makes sense. Why? Because I don't have insurance for therapy. And if you want to leave, you can feel fucking free to do so. I'm not changing who I am for anybody. I'm not changing the F-bombs that I use. I'm not changing the way I look. I'm not changing my hair color. I'm not changing my dress. I'm not changing anything about myself. I'm not getting my teeth fixed. I'm not removing the mole on my face. I'm literally not doing any fucking thing to please anyone anymore. I don't care if you like me. Literally don't care. In my mind, I've already seen 8 billion people hate me. So it does not matter if you like me or don't. I am here for justice. I'm here to share my story, and I will fucking do so. And I don't care how loud I have to be. And I don't care anymore what happens to me because God heals my heart practically instantly. What I do care about is a lot of tyrants and wannabe warlocks out here trying to put binding spells and binding rituals on innocent women and girls all across the world, and they don't fucking know they're doing it. And so I will expose that shit as loud as possible, and I will never hesitate, and I will never miss the mark. I will make sure that there is severe punishment for traffickers. So if you would like to stop being the problem coming up against innocent people, I would highly suggest you do. I'd highly suggest you get your life right with Jesus, honey, because the way that you come after advocates that are literally fighting every day, fighting for their rights, fighting for their religious liberties, their spiritual protections, the ability to manifest shit out of thin air, the ability to fucking think they're a fairy if they think they're a fairy, be able to be gay if they're gay, a witch if they're a witch, a Christian if they're a Christian. And I'll be damned if I allow a fucking man that I love to become a tyrant and go against his own people like that. Oh no. No. You might want to disown the magical half of yourself, but I've already seen it. The spiritual you fucking drew me in the first place. That shit's already there. Sorry, you can't like undo that. So you're going against your own people. That reminds me, you ever see that show on, what was it? Was it Stars? I was trying to remember the Carnival Row. You remember that show? Summarized. The man, the main character, was half fairy, half human, I'm pretty sure. I think he was actually full fairy. I don't remember, but either way, he blended in with humans. And he worked in the police department, and he I don't think knew until he was like older that he was actually fae. Until he met a very magical fairy, fell in love with her, and then, wow, realized, holy shit. What? Right. But see, in the police force that he was in, if you were a fairy, you would get completely just blotted off the earth, especially working with humans. So in a way, I kind of manifested my Orlando Bloom. See, what I did was Orlando Bloom, lead character. I kind of created my own little Orlando Bloom in my head. I met this magical man, super gifted, really fucking cool, so spiritual. Like, me as a spiritualist, it is so cool, right? To meet a spiritual guy. Girls, I know, you know what I'm fucking talking about when a man is like such a boss zaddy that he's like, get dressed, I'm taking you on a date and we're going crystal shopping. What do you mean? Like, I get to buy sage? Uh-huh. Oh my god, okay, alright, yes, no problem. So, you gave it all away because you're like, oh my god, that shit sounds fun. Falling in love with a magical spiritual man, and love it, love it. Oh. Oh, wait. Or is it a man that's afraid of his spiritual side? Shit. A man that's afraid of you and your spiritual side. Oh, shit. Because you found out that your man is intimidated by you. That you can do some really cool shit. And he can't. You can't. If you're only pretending to be human, you get to have human powers. Boring. I'd rather be a fucking fairy and know that I can manifest anything out of thin air. Not boring. And then if you have an issue with that, you can take it up with somebody in the police department that you work with, because I don't give a fuck. Put it in the suggestion box that I don't have, okay? Because you're pretending that you're not spiritual, you're pretending that you're not already at one with God, that you already know the shit that you know, getting all these spiritual gifts from the Most High, getting all these Holy Spirit gifts of prophecy, gifts of dreams, astral projection, freaking remote viewing, the ability to manifest money, put it in your bank account, telepathy, manifest people out of thin air, good looks, charm, charisma, whatever the fuck spiritual gift you have, you're out there utilizing it, but for your own selfish ego. And hey, you want to shoot the messenger? Please do, honey. Send me home to Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because I don't really give a shit if you have a problem with what I am saying right now. I am talking to starseeds and believers in magic. I am talking to coven leaders. I'm talking to witches. I'm talking to warlocks. I'm talking to anybody who believes in magic. Get it fucking right or get it hella wrong. But you will be course corrected because you already work for God. You are God. You already work for the light. So you will be corrected. You will be course corrected. Maybe it'll be God lays it on your heart at 3 a.m. every morning. Aww. Maybe it's that your mom texts you with a prayer because she's been trying to call you all day to pray, but you just don't answer the phone, and so she has to text you and force you to read a prayer of protection over yourself because your mom loves you that much. And I'll admit, in war, my heart got so cold. It still is. But it's not mine. That's not my pain anymore. That's someone else that betrays me. That's somebody else that hurts me and comes after me. Energetically, emotionally, verbally, sometimes. Not physically. Never hurt me, ever physically. But emotionally, scarred my heart so bad that I don't even know how it's going to beat again. But there's nothing left to do. There's nothing left to do but let the universe guide me to where I'm supposed to go. And right now, I can't keep feeling this pain in my heart around this man. But he's energetically around me. It's not even a physical location thing. It's energetically. I wake up and he's just everywhere. And I have to transmute it, or I have to boot him away. And if you boot him away, well, I think it shrinks their ego a little bit. I think it shows them that they're really not king of the world. They're not hot shit. They're really not some big and bad god, emperor. They're actually getting humbled. Right. So rejection is not only your protection, but rejection is their self-reflection. Reject that ass. Reject them. What they are doing is not worthy of heaven. How they are hurting people is not worthy of goodness. It's not even worthy of you. You are beautiful. You are divine. You are a perfect angel of God. You are an earth angel here in the fucking flesh, guys. And it is not worth your sacrificial energy anymore to give to some power player, power trip, mind-boggling monster. Let them have their humility back by letting the universe correct them. Not you. I'm not. I'm done. I know I don't have to correct shit. I know I don't have to heal or transmute anything. I just have to keep being in love with myself. And knowing that that person's in love with me. That's it. End of story. I fucking know it to be true, and that's it. Just like I also know money is coming to my life in a mass, huge way, and I know that to be true. I absolutely know that to be true. And I know that divinely, I have a lot of spiritual protection and an ancestral inheritance that I'm about to be able to cash in on very soon in my life, but I have to be extremely cautious about which man I share that pot with. So it was really kind of beautiful when the other day, my ex took me out for a drive, and while he was driving, I looked at him and I said, I have something to tell you, but I want to know, are you super mad or maybe a little bit mad? I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you this. You're already threatening to kick me out. I don't know if this is the best idea. But I could tell he was kind of in a good mood, so I said it. I said, well, I went on the bus and I took an all-day adventure and I got some weed. I got marijuana. And he just let me have it. I was like, wait, what? He's like, no, I don't care. It's weed. It's legal. You're an adult. I don't understand the problem. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not smoking it inside. Okay? I mean, I'll eat an edible inside, but I'm not smoking anything inside. Okay? Not even my vape pen. I'm not doing anything inside. And he's like, that's fine. Smoke outside because everybody else in the house has to do that too, you know. Okay. Okay. All right. So I didn't get in trouble, which is kind of cool. And so I started liking him for about 2.2 seconds. I don't know. I liked him. I was like, wow, okay, so you're not like a total dick then. All right. Cool. But then he did something stupid. And I am just so over men. I am over stupidity. I am over my own intuition. I am over my own trusting heart. I am over everything. The only thing I'm not over is marijuana. And I'm fine with that because I love me some green. And I'm just telling you right now, guys, that man surprised me. Because before I came here, I had to get rid of all of my weed because it was legal where I was at in Arizona. And I didn't know if it was legal here in Nebraska. From what it looked like, it wasn't, but there is a legal loophole here, and I love that. And so I got legal cannabis over the counter by myself on a bus. I spent all day, and I didn't tell my ex because he didn't like me having pot when I was in Arizona. And we actually made a bet that I would throw away my last edible, and he won a bet. So here he was, so against me smoking that I was scared to tell him, but I'm glad I did. Because I really need it right now, because I'm really going through a lot, and I really, really like using weed to just get clarity in my head. I'm scared. I'm scared that to live a life of peace, you have to acknowledge that you maybe want something in the past, but also you like something in the future, and you're like right there in the middle, and you're like, I don't know. Do I? I don't know. Show me what is truth, God. Show me truth. Let me see love. Let me see love. God, show me love today. Give me something that is so profound, so amazing, so life-changing, that in the heart space, you're so convicted with that love of God, of the universe, of a bird landing in front of you or some shit. Just anything. A text message from your soulmate, a baby laughing, just anything, right? Let it hit you so hard in the heart that you surrender. Okay, God, right? It's so big, it's so cataclysmic, it's so potent in the heart, and it hits you, and then you're like, okay, let it hit me. And it changes your life. And you've allowed yourself to change your life. You've gone to God within, you prayed in your head, to you, And then you are the one that allowed the miracle. You are the one that said, suffering, I'm done suffering. You're the one that did it. You are God. You created the solution. You are the Savior. You're it. The pain that I'm feeling is that I don't think I ever really stopped. I don't think I stopped loving the man that I'm here for. That I drove here for. Well, I didn't drive, but he drove. But I drove 2,000 miles to get to the man that I loved in January. And I just knew never again to drive that far for a man. Girl, no. We don't chase or no. So my man came to get me. 2,000 miles round trip, hundreds of dollars, took off almost an entire week of work just to come get me. Never even stayed at a hotel. He was just so excited to get me. And he even showed up a few days earlier than he was supposed to. Proposed to me in front of my friends and everything. And I loved him. And I don't think I ever stopped loving him, really. I watched spells be cast on. I watched such darkness. I watched temptation just be dangled right in front of his face. Then because I believed he was weak, and he wasn't able to say no. And now the guilt that he has, the feelings of shame and like he's ruined his life, it's so heavy. It's so heavy. And if people don't let it out, people don't let it go, they hold on to it, it fucking burns. It hurts so bad. That empaths like me have to leave because it's so painful. Either you confess and you learn from it and you get it right with God and you turn your life over and you fucking repent. Or you will lose the best thing that's ever happened to you because it is so painful. And that's just how it is. So I think the only way I stay sane right now in this situation, which is pretty bleak, I can't even wash my clothes. It's just that there's like this feeling of hope that I had. There's like this feeling. Like, what if he doesn't want to be a dick? What if he doesn't want to hurt anybody? What if he isn't really like I keep seeing him? What if he's sweet? And what if he's just too sweet and had zero boundaries and couldn't say no to the devil? And what if that's not his fault? And what if the whole fucking world did the same thing and we couldn't say no to the devil because it was so tempting? What if I still love him? Is that when the war starts? Is that when people start saying, Jenna doesn't deserve happiness then? She's willing to even entertain the past, she deserves that. But my past will be changing and morphing into what I know I deserve. Otherwise, there's no getting stuck in the past. Either the past shapes up and ships out and fucking comes correct, or they won't come at all. So the past is never going to be going back to. Women like me will never go back to the past. The past will be stepping it the fuck up and making the future a lot brighter in the present. So me, Jenna, right now, as I try to figure out what I want in life, I do not want tyranny. I do not want a tyrant. I do not want someone willing to vote for a tyrant. I do not want any negativity in my life that I don't feel is appropriate and not deserving to be there. And that's pretty much 0% negativity at this point. And I'm telling you what, it's a new day and it's a new dawn, and people are not about to get away with holding on to all of that pain and guilt and sadness and being around an innocent person who has to feel it because your pride and your ego, you refuse to let it go. Be strong. Let it go. Tell someone something today. Apologize. Repent. Get it right with God or get it right with somebody, that person, you know? Or don't. But man, you know you want to. You know you want to because you want to be free. You know you want to confess and just say, like, I love God. Okay, you go up to a pastor that really doesn't want you at church because, you know, you love God in the way that you know you love God. So you go up to him and you're like, listen, I don't know that I could be here anymore because I love God in this way. And the way you're teaching it here is this way, and I don't know that I can be here. And you love yourself so much to leave. Because you know you deserve it. Because you know you deserve better. You deserve a congregation of people who believe in the same God you believe in. Love, peace, humility, kindness. They would never gossip or be jealous about someone or promote, like, I don't know, a spiritual war in the way that I've seen some people lately. Like, I don't think they mean to, but their anger and their heart is so bad that they're out here trying to start a holy war. Instead of realizing that the holy war is over as you say it's over. You're the holy one. You're the one the war was over in the first place. So why don't you just instead say, I'm done. I don't suffer anymore. I'm done. There's no war. Just love me. I'll love you and you love me. No war. Just peace. I love you. And let it go to God. Let that pain go to God. Let it release. And if it's between two people, let that confessional be so blessed and so sanctified and so divine that it changes the course of everything. If it's between two people, please let it bless both people. If it's between one man and God, let it bless that man and he feel true peace and liberation and just letting it go. Because the real pain that is coming from so many people holding on to shit that, like, you are not being taught to hold on with. That's not something you should be holding on to. No one asked you to hold all of that. And you want to release it. And I think you're going to find that life gets good and God rewards you for it. I think you start to get blessed again. And you start to have the good luck roll in and your higher vibrations. So it's like you get all the red light or you get all the green lights now and you get to park at a parking space in the front and I work for love. I work for wherever God sends me. And anybody that I'm meeting, anybody new that I'm meeting, you have to know that. I go where God calls me. And if God doesn't call me to you, I'm not being called to you. If God calls me to the past, I'll be called to the past. If that is what the Most High God wants, and that is what the Most High God gets, I am seeing that clearly. Some people may think that I'm reckless or bipolar or wishy-washy. Maybe I'm just living a life where I have both a head, a brain, and a heart. And sometimes they conflict, and sometimes they're in unison, and sometimes I think with my head because of my heart. I can't take on the pain from so many people anymore. Me and a lot of empaths like me, honey. This is why all the good ones are leaving your church. They're not putting money in your collection plate. A lot of people are leaving your channels. They're unsubscribing to you. This is why you're seeing people leave your family and your friends. They cannot be around you and your heart pain anymore. And all you keep doing is manifesting more chaos and drama into your life because your heart space is full of anger and full of drama. God wants you. God fights for you. The devil fights for you. I see the devil fighting for you really fucking hard every day. But do you want God to fight for you? That's the question. Can you get over what you've done? Can you forgive yourself? Was it compulsion? Was it a spell? Was it something you felt you couldn't control? Did you do it because you felt like something had possessed you? Okay. Then let yourself go free. It wasn't you. It wasn't love. Love would do one thing, and what you'd been doing up to this point is not love. And it's okay. There are people that can love you. You can love you. I can love you. God can love you. And it can change in a second, in a day. In one moment, in the blink of an eye, there can be something so godly take place. Something so beautiful, something so divine, something so perfect that opens the eyes of blind men. That gives a spark of life in the heart space of everybody that is suffering right now, has no money, no love, no hope, no anything, no health down here. You could give that little spark, that spark of something. And just wanting to change, wanting to be that change that I know you can be. I was homeless for 8 months this year. Almost 8 months. Lived in an Airbnb. I could afford it. God was providing for me. Miraculously. I don't even understand how it happened. I think about it now, and there is no way that I thought ever that I would be able to afford that place, and yet I did. Daily. I started actually living so routinely every day, hoping for $30 literally every day, because that was the cost of my Airbnb stay. $30 a night. It was the cheapest place in the city, and I got to learn how good God is, always coming through to provide, always. In a way that it brings change. It brings change to like the faith and the hope of what you're working for, what you're doing this for. Why do you sacrifice so much? Let God show you why you sacrifice so much. Why don't, instead of you loving God as much as you do, why don't you allow God to love you? Are you afraid you're going to find out that God won't do that? Are you afraid that you're going to ask a higher source, okay, fine, you think you know me. Okay, fine. Fine. Guide me out of this, then I dare you. That's all it takes. That is truly all it takes. That small faith of a mustard seed, that's all it takes. It really is that. But so many people dismiss that little moment of like barely a breath, barely any faith at all. And they see them ask a higher power something, and they feel like, if this doesn't work, I'm truly fucked. That desperation, that moment, that ego death, that literal moment of surrender to God. When you're like, God, I know you exist, but honestly, I have zero faith in you right now. I don't think you can come through. I don't think you know me. I don't think you want to know me. I don't even think you like the way you see me. And it's there, and it's so small, and it's such a small little faith that you have, but you say it anyway. And then that's the moment that you're truly, truly changed, repentant. Truly, in the heart. And a good psychic like me would be able to feel it. And a good healer like me would be able to tell when you're serious and when you're not. When you've actually surrendered and gone to God and when you haven't. And if other people that are not psychic, and that are not gifted, and that are not healers try to convince me or empaths like myself that we're crazy for wanting to see the change that God just took over in your heart, we don't care. We go where God takes us. We listen when God says, that person just surrendered to me last night. At the grocery store, seeing a mom with her baby, she finally broke down, cried, and said, fine, God, Jesus, take the wheel. And you happen to meet her at the grocery store with her baby, her sick kid coughing, and God just gave you $100 in the parking lot. This is just an example, but he just put $100 in your fucking wallet in the parking lot 2 minutes before you met this woman. And you pull it out and say, get your child some cough medicine. I love you. You're very beautiful. And God has got you. And these healers, these guided ones, these truth tellers, these earth angels are the ones that go in there and do shit like that because they're fucking called to. And if you want to keep getting in the fucking way of people doing shit like that, well, I've got something to say about it. And so do a lot of higher powers that also can see shit and are really getting fucking fed up. You're getting in the way of holy messengers, divine beings, trying to help heal this world and the collective. And you think you're going to get good karma, you're going to get blessings from the Most High God for getting in the way of and persecuting these earth angels who are literally here to help women like that who can't even afford diapers at the grocery store. Yeah? Paralyzed people that truly believe they can be healed. And you're blocking empaths from going into the healing arts or healing field, like going to school or whatever the case is. You're stopping them because you don't believe in it. I don't give a shit if you believe in it. It's not for you to believe in. It's for that paralyzed person to believe in and the healer that's healing them. Get the fuck out of the way. Stop pretending that you're God because you're opposing God. And only the holy ones are the ones spiritually protected, divinely provided for. They land on their feet every fucking time because they always work for love. Always. They are love. They're the epitome of love. You either get it right, shape up or ship out, or these empaths leave your fucking life, leave you high and dry, and you're the one that goes through bankruptcy now. You're the one with health ailments now because you're not being spiritually protected by jack shit. Why would you be? You're a dictator and a tyrant. So until you get it right, go within and surrender and truly repent to God. I mean, get your life right in a matter of a second by just admitting that there is a higher power out there and you want to work for it. You want to be there with it. You're the prodigal child that wants to go back to heaven. You want to go back to magic. Don't fucking lie to me. You've already seen it. You've seen the magic of being in love. You've already seen miraculous healing. You've already seen manifestation in the drop of a hat because of being in love and being in a high vibration. It's like the equivalent of that show that I told you about. It was called Carnival Row. It's the equivalent of that guy finding out he's half fairy because he fell in love with a fairy and they found out that he was half fairy. And then him trying to go fucking lie to himself and be like, well, I don't want magic and I don't want like manifestation and I don't want things better and I don't really care about crystals and don't like this and I don't, okay, whatever. I don't care about the woo-woo side of spirituality. I just care that you're denying your magic. And in doing so, hurting those that are magical. Hurting those that live in their imagination. We can't help it that we have one. Shit. Figure out your fucking life choices. Because I can't help that I have imagination and you don't. You do have one, but you keep imagining dark shit. So that's why your life looks like shit. Got a problem with it? I don't give a fuck. I have an imagination. I live there and I create awesome shit with it. And I teach people for a living to put money in my bank account and to help give real true victims a voice and a way to protect themselves using said magic. And if you don't like that, again, I don't care. But God likes that I do it. That's why God continually sustains me. That's why I work with angels and they work with me. And they put money in my bank account. And people find me. Magically, miraculously. I don't advertise for shit. I sit here in the plain daylight, bright as day. Anybody can find me on the interwebs. Anybody. My name, my face, my story. I'm authentic, very vulnerable, very real. So I will live exactly how I've been living. And you will just stop coming against innocent people. You will at least start thinking before you hurt them, before you try to dismiss whatever they're about. Because what they're about is getting out of World War III using their imagination and love. And what you're about is standing in the way of God letting these beautiful divine messengers go share messages with the world. Because you're a dictator, boo. I don't care if you have 5 followers or 5 million. I'd call out a Nazi if I saw one. I don't care anymore. If that offends you, stay offended. But stay in your own fucking lane, offended. Because a lot of people like me don't care if we offend you. Keep coming at innocent people, accusing them of things that you know are not true. Falsely accusing your brethren of something. And tell me that you're going to get blessed by the divine for that shit. Oh, tell me that you have spiritual protection. Right. Now, better yet, go tell yourself in the mirror that you got spiritual protection when you're coming against innocent people that work for God. Yeah, no, have a seat. You know how I know God is about to really start handling the enemies of these beautiful people? I'll tell you, because I've not been allowed to be distracted yet during this message. I don't even see one comment on my chat yet. I know they're there, but Spirit has literally blocked chat, so I cannot even face any distractions. I'm literally not seeing any comments from anybody at all. And I've not even touched the thing. I've not monitored them. I've not said I don't want comments. I just see God working in my life, getting me on the straight and narrow. And I'll tell you, you have the same choice. Something tells me you're up for the challenge. Something tells me you're in love with the challenge. Something tells me you've seen way too much excitement in your life as a magical being to sit here and accept vanilla mediocrity, honey. Vanilla ain't working. It is a rocky road kind of day. We are not doing vanilla. Fuck that. You're either going big or you're going home. And I'm curious to know what home everybody's going to. What home do you think you have? Where are you going back to? Go big or go home? Where the fuck is home? An ex-boyfriend of mine asked me recently, I'll get you a one-way ticket to the home state. Where are you going? My home state? Heaven. Do you have tickets there? I'm not going back to some shithole, bunghole, abusive relationship with anybody. Why would I, when I know the Most High God loves me unconditionally and parts the waters, gives me literally everything I want, because the universe is my boss daddy? Why would I go from seeing miracle after miracle after miracle after blessing after love every fucking day to then go back to your tyrannical, dictating Nazi ass and take orders from a dick bag? No, I'm not doing it. So, I'm done. I'm not taking orders from anybody anymore. I don't actually even think you're a dickbag. I think you're just kind of mean and a bully a little bit. And a little bit of a bully. And I don't like bullies. I think you're a little bit of a bully. And I think that God can even change bullies. And I think I want to admit to myself that I'd really like to see you a changed man. That I have this desire in my heart to see you as a changed man. I think the truth bomb of the century today for me is admitting that I kind of want to see my ex just be like nice. See him as the man that I knew he was at first. And I just like let it snowball. He would do certain things and then I'd just be like, so he really can be a dick if he wants to be. And then it just like snowballed. And then all I ever kept thinking was like, he's just so mean and he's so bitter and he's so controlling, he's so demeaning. And then before I knew it, I created a freaking tyrant, a giant tyrant in my own head, in my own mind. And then I like just kept him coming in my life like that. And then I didn't know what to do. And then I knew that I wasn't worthy of that anymore. But then it's like, okay, stop. Okay, no, wait, don't stop. And it doesn't stop. Not down here. Until it stops up here. As above, so below. On earth as it is in heaven. If I start seeing him differently up there, then he changes down here. So I think what I'm needing to admit to myself is that I never stopped loving him. Just because I was starting to face the music of my own creation of Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, doesn't mean I stopped loving him though. It just means that, wow, he became a tyrant right under my nose. But it's weird because like other people would agree and they'd be like, he's so mean, he's controlling, and he's this, and he's limiting, and all this, and but then like sometimes he'd come into my world and he wouldn't be like that. He'd show up in my reality completely the opposite. But everybody else was like, he's just a dick, and he's like, yeah, but I don't want to see him as the beast. But the heart, my pain, my pain. No, pain. And I think that's why Spirit asks you guys to leave situations like this, because the pain, oh man. But then it's emotional though. Then it's vibrational. It's literally when you wake up in the morning and you're 1,000 miles away from them. It doesn't matter where you go. The pain follows you because that person loves you. And you're picking up on their vibes, you're picking up on their pain, you're picking up on like their telepathy of like, I need to talk to you, I want you. And it's like, God damn, you can't win for losing. I've not seen one comment on my chat today, and I really like that. I don't care what's being said about me. Good, bad, or otherwise. Other people see what's being said about me, but I don't have to see it. I don't care. You'll make up your own mind. You'll either think I'm the devil or you'll think I'm an angel. I don't really care. I'm done. I don't care. My point in all of this today is that I need to admit some truth to myself. Listen, I'm kind of tied. I'm tied to the past, and I don't like admitting it. I don't like knowing that I'm still attached to somebody that I'm trying to break free from. And down here, I guess, is you just have to do what you have to do, and you just have to cut cords, and you move on because you have an eviction notice. The man you love and loved more than life itself. Sometimes you just wonder if you've even been loved at all, like if they loved you at all. And this is where me as a manifestation coach, this is where I tell people, like, it is what you say it is. If the same man told you he hates you, and then his same mouth said, I love you, which one are you going to believe? Both were said. So one is a lie and one's truth. Which one? You're the one that determines it. The man that traveled 2,000 miles to come seriously change my life went out of his way to love me. I think don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Sometimes I think it was to make his ex jealous, the woman who lives downstairs. I think it was to make her jealous. And I hate that. I hate that I think that, because my God, it means that nothing was real. Sometimes I just want the closure that I think I don't need, and I know I don't need it, but I want it, and I think I'm allowed to want it. And I think that when people see something like this, they probably say like, "Girl, you're better than that. Move on." Sometimes you just want to know what the fuck went wrong. Sometimes you want to just know, was I ever loved at all? Or was it all a game? Was it all a ruse? Was it all a trick? Was there nothing? Because I felt something. Because one is the truth and one is a lie. Either the way that you feel about this person and how they're energetically around you all day, and you feel their sadness, and you feel that they're remorseful and regretful, and they just want to talk to you and stuff. Either that's a lie, and you go delusional crazy if you tell yourself that that's a lie. Because you feel it and you know it must be real. Or you believe the other thing. An eviction notice, a divorce, them gossiping about you, or sleeping with someone else, or you believe that shit. Both are happening. Which do you believe is true? I want to live a life of intrigue. I want to live a life of freedom. I want to live a life where I can at least, like, when I'm older, I can realize that I did everything I could. I lived for, well, myself. And other people lived for others. And I'm sorry that I'm probably narcissistic and cold. And maybe I'm so cold that it really does appear psychopathic at times. I think maybe, I don't know. The cutoff game anymore is fucking ridiculous for me. I can cut people off real easy anymore. But I don't want to cut some off. Some I really wish would just change and be better and be like the one that I know they can be. But what? You're gonna wait forever, right? When you have something good right in front of you. How good is that? We don't know. There will never be a way to guarantee that the new will stay good forever either. You see? It really is. Life is what you make it. It really is that. If you are given a blessing in the form of a person or in the form of a new job, it's really, if you take care of it. The grass is green where it's watered. And it's like, are you going to take care of the new? Or if you want the past, you want the old, take care of that. Pour energy into that. Make that tree thrive again. Do what, but it doesn't matter what you do. You're God. You can have free reign to do anything you want in your reality. Father God, Mother Goddess, I thank you so much for the ability to channel this message today. I ask for clear and concise messages for the collective at this time, the divine collective that needs the guidance. Thank you. I call on Archangel Michael to clear my chat of anything negative, anything, any evil eye, hexes, curses, spells, black magic, witchcraft, gossip, slander, envy, jealousy, anything sent to harm me in any way. I send it back to the sender right now. Thank you. So, I have a message for people who have been tyrannical and bullies lately to women like me, or creatives, or content creators, or healers, We're psychics, the real ones. And you guys have been out here all entitled, like, convincing people like that are soft-hearted and artistic and creative and beautiful and gentle, because they have to be gentle because they're creators and they're passionate and they're poets and they're bleeding hearts and they're empaths, and they have to stay like that. But I'm here to ask all of you that have been hurting and persecuting innocent people like that, back the fuck up off them. Stop criticizing their content. Stop telling them their readings are wrong or false or whatever. Stop booking them for readings if you don't even like them. Stop asking them for healing. Stop begging them for car rides and shit. If they don't have time, they don't have money, they don't have resources, get off them. They're not here for your own personal fucking glorification. They are here to be helping humanity ascend and fucking heal. These are the indigo children. These are rainbow children. These are star seeds. These are beautiful, empathic, godly creatures that exist on this planet to help heal humanity by channeling really cool messages, by creating albums and art, poetry, love. They're beautiful. And you need to stay the fuck up off them. And you need to get a fucking life of your own. And you need to stop thinking that you're going to somehow twist and turn and manipulate these perfect, innocent healers into creating for you. Go fuck yourself. Your empire will collapse. It will crumble. Because it's built on the back of, well, creatives and empaths and sweethearts. Their blood, sweat, and tears have went into your empire that is about to crumble, because when these people pull their energy back, when they learn how to do so, which I can't wait to teach them how, your empire will fucking collapse. It's a false empire built for your own ego on the backs of spiritual slaves. You've caused these people to work tirelessly day in, day out to transmute your negativity as you overpower them and crush them by your own weight of your own ego. And you are no longer going to be able to run anywhere in this universe and not hear a message come through me or another person or a radio station or a judge or someone about how evil and fucking toxic you have been to kind-hearted individuals and souls that just live in harmony and in union with God. Their only crime is being at harmony with God and doing things the way that they want to do it. Spiritually speaking, they want to practice religion the way they want. They're not hurting anybody. I'm not talking about those that are out here doing some sacrificial shit. No, I'm not talking about that. If it hurts an innocent person, that's fucking redundant and stupid and doesn't need to be happening. Worship who you want to worship, but don't be disgusting. Don't hurt someone else in the meantime. The freedom of spirituality, the freedom of practicing your religion should be an undeniable right, a birthright given to people by the Most High God. That's why America is under judgment. We at one time had the freedom of religion, right? The freedom to, do we still have it? Do we? I don't know. Do we? Because freedom ain't free, honey. Gotta fight for that shit. So do we have that? Well, I'll tell you, in this home that I live in right now, I don't feel like I do. And that's okay, because this isn't my home. The home that I am going to, I will be allowed to say what I want and feel the way I feel and cry if I want to cry and make money doing what I love legally in a very honest living, doing exactly what I want, when I want, with whom I want, for as long as I want, if I want. And no one is going to stop that future for me, because that's what I deserve. Because I claim I deserve it. I say I do. Not 8 billion people, they don't get to determine if I deserve it or not. No one else gets to determine if I get to fall in love or not. Or if I get to win the lottery. Or if I know that I will. No one else determines if I heal my heart. No one else determines what I wear today. No one else determines what brand toothpaste I use. It's just kind of like I'm ready to go full on, full freedom, do whatever the fuck I want because I am a free, sovereign being. And I have been repressed and oppressed and depressed for a little too fucking long. And I'm not here for it anymore. I believe a man that looks bad on the outside and that is a bully, and well, everybody's considered a bully, including myself, looks to be bad on the outside. I don't want to seem like that. I'm tired of seeing the beast as the beast. If the curse is to be lifted on the whole castle, then Belle had to stop seeing the beast as the beast. He's not some evil dictator. He's just a man. And he's flawed, and he's human, and he fucking makes mistakes, and he does stupid shit. But is he a beast, though? I think there's been too much empathy and humility. I haven't seen it recently. I haven't seen his kindness recently, but I know that man is capable of it. So anyway, I'm just confused, and I'm just hearing myself think today. And if anybody likes it, great. And if anybody doesn't like it, great. Like, don't call me then. I don't care. I'm just a ticking time bomb, I guess. I'm just so confused. And there will always be confusion around me, I'm afraid. I will always feel people's pain and feel like I need to rush in and fix it really quickly. And I just will always do that. I just know it. I just know that there is no heaven for me if I know hell exists somewhere else for someone else. And I hate that. It's like you can only ascend so high until you need to be back down on hell's playing turf. You need to be back down here, be in the fucking Hunger Games all over again. It's like you ascend, you get free. Oh, break free from the Matrix. So fun, so fun. And then you just find out you have to sign up for this shit all over again. Anyway. I think I'm going to take you with me outside. I think we're going to go for a little field trip today. I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. Let me see. I think so. I might just start a new stream outside. I got to get everything situated. I've got my backdrop that I need to take down. And I've got some shoes to put on. I'm trying to think what I need to do. I need shoes. Let's get some shoes. Let's get some shoes. And it looks really great out there. It looks sunny and kind of warm. I think it looks warm. And I love the weather here right now today. So I'm going to go outside. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to chat with you guys. And I hadn't chatted yet. I don't see any of the comments. And so I don't know who. I'm sure you guys are amazing. And maybe there's a couple good ones. Probably not. There might be a lot of bad ones. I don't know. But I really don't care. Because I just want to hear myself think. If you guys want to be back in my live stream again, I'm going to go outside in a second and you can come vape with me. And then we'll figure some life choices out. All right, guys. Let me wait before I go. Let me see who's here. Let me try to reset this. Okay, Craig. I got you, Craig. Thank you. Thank you for noticing my beautiful eyes. Allie, yesterday I got you, girl. You were totally here. Get some shoes. Grab phone, go sit. Love. Amanda, love you. See, I'm hoping I see some of you in a second. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Craig. Why are you so awesome? Like, what the fuck? Okay, so I should have been looking at these comments. Not even my truck weighs as much as you do. Okay, and Q, I don't watch fucking comments. Hi, gorgeous. Been a while. Craig, it has been a long time. It has been so long, Craigie Poo, that I don't remember you. Girl, what you yapping about? Eden, go fuck yourself. I'm talking about how you should go fuck yourself. Today is new moon in Scorpio, and I'm being guided to ask about vulnerability and intimacy. Honey, I think we are all being asked to talk about vulnerability and intimacy. And I think the best way to be about it is to be vulnerable, authentic, and intimate. Can I get an amen? Of course I can. I can give it to myself, because I'm my own soulmate, and I don't need a man giving me shit. Anyway, I don't know where that came from. I don't know, I think it's a Craig thing. I think Craig is here making me feel like Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, okay. Today's new moon in Scorpio. I love it. That fucking makes sense. Wow, does that make sense? New moon in Scorpio. Okay. I'm just asking, what's their opinion, and how satisfied are they in life? Shit, what a good question. How satisfied am I in life? Okay, all right, hold on. Pleasantly satisfied. Very satisfied. 5 smiley faces. Ding, 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 ding. Yes. Love it. Love life. Why not? There's birds chirping, sunlight outside. I got weed in this vape pen, and I am going to go outside and enjoy the festivities. So, yes. Yes, love is good. Was that the question? I wish a bish would challenge me on that. I love your eyes. Thank you, Haley. I love that. Oh, I subscribe. I like your channel. I like your channel. Anastasia, I like your name. Enjoy that dream life, baby. Think about you and only you. Okay. Sir Long. I can't say your name because you are a pervert. But Sir something or other. You just enjoy your life and live the dream, baby. Yeah, I'm doing that. Think about you and you only right now. Thank you so much. That's the best advice I've ever taken from a penis. You okay? Well, define okay. Like stars in the sky, you light up my life. With you, I found love that's free from strife. Bad boy. Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you find out that you love somebody? Oh, hey, look, don't show up on a psychic's channel unless you want all your shit laid out, hunty. Because bad boy here is really what he's really given is good boy, bad attitude. Am I right or am I? You know I'm right because I'm always right. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's why you guys come to me for advice because I'm always right. Like stars in the sky, you light up my life. With you I found love that's free from strife. Are you having a bad day? No, I'm not, Yogi. I'm not having a bad day. I'm having a bad... nothing. I'm actually not having anything bad right now. Actually, this is very good. I never saw a ghost, but they like to make themselves known with friendly brushes or activity in the home. It's endearing. It's sweet. Hello, Miss Hotline. How are you? Banana the Hedgehog. Hey, you beat me to it. You said the word penis. Oh, you said penis? You said penis. What is emotion? It's just emotion taking me over. I'm going to go outside and we're going to sing some Kumbaya and I'm going to smoke some holy basil. Ghosts can be friends or foes. You can't always assume they're evil off the bat. Some want company, some want a place to reside. And you can't blame a ghost for wanting to fucking live in your house when they don't need walls or a roof. Girl, you gotta tell the entitled ghost to get the fuck out too. Shit, I don't care. I am not above telling the spirit world, get the fuck out of my house. Get out of my room. Get out of my bathroom. The fuck out of my mirror. Don't spy on me. Don't watch me. No, I'm not helping you. There are some spirits, legit dead people on the other side that you should not be helping, okay? That's my opinion. But there are some alive people that you should not be helping. That's my opinion. Shit. Starting to run into these narcissistic sociopaths, demon looking motherfuckers. And I'm starting to see their mask slip and I can see demons and shit. I'm just like, okay. I gotta go, bye. Goodbye. I've seen how this ends. This is not a good ending. Okay, this shit ends up on CNN. So I gotta go. I don't do tyrants, bullies, trolls, narcissists, or husbands. I don't think I'm ever gonna get married. I think I'm gonna stay like this the rest of my life. Do you see a ring on my finger? No, you don't. Anyway, but I just got a text from a new guy that I like, so would I put a ring on my finger one day? I don't know. Probably not. I think marriage is a little bit stagnant. I don't love it. Do you? Do you like it? I don't love marriage. I don't. Ghosts are great company. She doesn't see comments right away. Oh, Jack, hello. Does anyone know if ghosts exist? Is your thoughts not over yet? I'm watching you for 2 days straight. No, right. Girl, you're going to be watching me for 10 years straight. Do you think my thoughts are done? Honey, it's a constant stream. This shit is given to me by God so I can have fun in a day. I will think about whatever the fuck I want to think about and say whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And if you want to stay here, subscribe. If you don't, unsubscribe. I don't really give a shit. You've been staying here 2 days, giving your energy to me for free when you could have been building your own empire, honey. You could have been using all that time and energy, and instead you wasted it on me because you don't even like me. It's obvious because I read your comment. Queens should be adjusting queens' crowns, not trying to kick one down on the ground. Been watching you. Are you not done yet? Does it look like I'm done, bitch? Nah, I'm not done yet. I'm going to be done when I am done. And when you'll know, because I'll be silent. And it's not happened yet. I'm 35 years young. They've not silenced me yet. I've seen some really, really, really depraved things in this world. I've seen some zombie-looking things. I've seen aliens. I've seen UFOs. I've seen ghosts. I've seen demons. I've been possessed. I've performed exorcisms. I've had exorcisms performed on me. I've been raped by an incubus in my bed once. Sexually assaulted multiple times in the astral plane. So, yeah, I get to this point where I'm just like, you know what? I don't really give a fuck if people think that what I talk about is false. I know what's right. And other women like me know what's right when they pay me money, put money in my bank account because they too are being actively possessed and chased and stalked by some demon gremlin looking motherfucker. And I can't help that y'all don't believe in this shit. They do. So sit your ass down, shut up, and let me talk to the cool people who have an imagination and it's run wild so long that they truly believe they're being possessed by demons. Let me help these people. And you can just sit there, shut up, and watch. Do you know what I mean? Are you still going? You've been talking for 2 days. Honey, I've been talking a long time. And I'm not going to stop now. Now that I got some good shit to talk about. Queen, I'm not about to stop talking now. I'm 35. They tried to kill me a long time ago. They didn't get me. So I'm still going to talk. Now that I got a message, now that I got something to share, I think I'm going to get louder. Thank you so much for your permission. Sweet cheeks. I really love that. Look at Jack being the world's best mod. What are you talking about, Jenna? What are you talking about? And everything and anything. I'll be satisfied with more than 5 smiley faces. I'd give to you. Okay, Craig. No, I do remember you now. Okay. Craigie Poo. What's that about? Lord Jesus, Craig. Whew, he startled me. I think it was the love vibes that startled me. No, I think it was my neighbor, my roommate. Love that infectious smile. Okay. Oh my God, remember. I don't know it. I don't know. You're still at it, bro. Yeah, I'll always be at it. When I'm not at your mom's house. I'll be at it. Have your mom call me. Have her call me, okay? I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go outside. I want you guys, please tell Camilla here, have her mom call me. I've been trying to get a hold of her. I think she's trying to find you a new daddy, and it's not me. And I'm really kind of butthurt about it. So please have your mom call me Camilla. Anyway, I'm gonna hang up the phone here, guys, go outside, get some fresh air, and get grounded. Put my feet in the soil, and we'll talk again. Okay, I love you. Bye.